Let's change the focus from the golden halls of Geneva to the roads in dire conditions that run along India. They were men of power, but these people showed the power of man. We are talking about India's most unforgettable social action. The March of the Salt is a manifestation against the colonialism of England that has passed to history for its peaceful and non-violent nature. This emblematic protest started because of the imposition of a tax on the salt, which was exported from England, because in India, only in the little state of Punjab, there were salt mines, and they were not sufficient for all the population. The law was made by the Viceroy, which was the local plenipotentiary of King George V. The march began on the 12th of March and it knew an end on the 5th of April, for a total of 3 weeks and more than 300 kilometers from Ahmedabad to Dandi. Thousands of people worked together with the great soul, even for just a few meters. However, this is not an isolated case. In fact, a sort of pre-march happened before the most recognizable one. Its name was Bardoli Satyagraha and took place because of the violent assault of 22 English disarmed officers made by extremists of the Indian independence faction in the city of Chauri Chandra. This encouraged the moderates to do an opposite intervention to show proof of goodwill. All this together shows us that the Salt March was neither a simple itinerary nor a walk, neither an accuse nor a blaming, but an invitation to be part of a radical change born by the disappointment of the negligence perpetrated by those that by a snap of the tongue could have in the clench of their fists the fate of many families. Something different was needed, and the Salt March was the answer to that need. To overcome the fear of falling from their paper-made throne, English politicians used irony, calling the entire initiative a good example of the kindergarten state of the political revolution. Then they faked preoccupation for the health of Gandhi after the long physical exercise he was going to do. However, the great soul didn't give up on it till he was arrested with the accuse of sedition. He didn't oppose any resistance, but it could have been a fatal blow if there weren't Naidu, activists and poetess who substituted him. Following Gandhi's orders before the imprisonment, the rebels occupied with no use of violence a salt storage in the area of Dharasana. It was a tremendous night. Policemen shot on people, making the count of victims for liberty rose again. The march went on without any other relevant episodes, and Bapu was dismissed from prison. My studies about Gandhi convinced me that the true pacifism wasn't the non-resistance to the evil, but the non-violent resistance to the evil. That's the synthesis of the thoughts about India's father made by Luther King, who saw in that old man the way he seeked for his entire life. He will be one of the most famous heirs of his philosophy, and of course, he will not be the only one. Many famous thinkers of our time will follow his steps on the road to the safeguard of human rights, like Nelson Mandela, the champion of the fight against the apartheid, the harsh and unfair regime against black people in South Africa.